what I know about Sonic from then to now. Now, earlier I made what I knew generically about Sonic around 2021. In this current day and time, I'm here to tell you what I learned about Sonic from then. Okay, so it starts off with the old ass Sonic, literally Pixel versus that is Genesis CD with the legendary OSTs Green Hill Zone, Arcadia Village, and so forth. And the cartoon of Sonic is Americanizing Sonic for general audiences. And we all started off with the Sonic movie, Mecha Sonic. So expanding from that, obvious version on 4K is actually a good Japanese representation of what Sonic is supposed to be like. You know, personally, Sonic is a douchebag. This is why he has running gags. This is why he treats the village like shit. He has a James Bond smart aleck attitude, especially when it comes to his friends, Tails. One thing you have to understand about Sonic, there's a main cast. The main cast is him, Knuckles, Amy, and Tails. And Shadow the Hedgehog is not canon. I repeat, Shadow the Hedgehog is not canon. The fan-made character in order to turn the fan base into being emo, who's introduced later on down the schemes. Then on fourth, what got me into Sonic was a legendary YouTuber called Sonic the Gilhog, who changed his name to Demigod Productions due to copyright infringement. He had a bridge series that revolved around Sonic X, revolved around Knuckles being a Rastafari with dreads. So what ended up happening over time was, when I was doing the hood, I took his angle, started watching OG Sonic and everything about Sonic. But it's like me on YouTube along with my partners Negro Sock and Magic X Beats. Made his own beats, but you didn't know about that. The Demigod Productions makes his own beats, and he makes beats revolved around Steve Universe. So made him very similar to me as an artist. He makes his own beats, he makes his own bridge series, and he talks about, people in the hood. His most famous one, literally, is the one with Blaze Blue, when they're talking about the maker drugs of cocaine and dimethyl-tryptamine. But nevertheless, that's the first, upcoming Sonic. Look for the PC before it gets intense. The thing I learned over time really about Sonic on the channel was the very first Sonic to get into 3D graphics. That was good. Sonic Adventure 2. Everything else is just playing around with Sonic, which is why Team Chaos really is an expert for the franchise. Characters like SBO, Charmy, and Vector. All the team represent, filler Sonic better. You did those, the Sonic games got gay all the way to the point where they made Sonic 06. A gay-ass Silver the Hedgehog. Fag was a good character, but I didn't think he was nearly as good as the other characters, like Shadow and Knuckles. And what Knuckles is good at, being his own original character in continuity, which is why he's basically the Piccolo of the show. But he's really a kid that's connected to, ancient Egyptian scrolls. He has many people really that live on the planet, and he was in charge of protecting the emeralds from the notorious Dr. Eggman. I'm not going to get to, Eggman a little bit too much in detail. I just know that his daughter, Rhea, stands out to some people in the fan base, but not me. The only thing that I'm oblivious, to Sonic to. Heed my word, I did catch up to Sonic the Hedgehog. Sonic's beef with Mario. Let's get to what I personally know about Sonic, where it comes to, Rouge the Bat. I like her because she's a prostitute. I like the fact that she's a con artist in real life, because I know how to be a pimp, you're very deceiving. Her character design is based on Valentine's Day. The reason why she can fool, Knuckles along is because of reverse psychology. You see how Knuckles is naive, masculine, unaware for tactics. That's why, Rouge is very in control and very deceiving. I'm currently World Ranked Lily, the newest Sonic game, Crossroads Racing. They have many characters in the franchises that, I don't want to get into. That extra handful of characters I want to debate on my channel. This is the extra characters from Sonic Riders. They're riding skateboards, Storm, Wave, and Jet. Don't ever think that's some real Sonic. So it's time to come down to a heavy hitter on my channel. When it comes to the Archie comics, are they canon? No, they're not canon because they're not a part of the original storyline. They are as if there's something separate from the creator that has the creator's permission. All go up on the official website that really isn't like a manga. The Archie songs are extensions of the series, which means they're technically in a context of, you want to expand this happening Sonic, but not in the original storyline. Means they officially happen if you keep it up with Sonic's storyline, but not if you want to, get down. Things like Eggman and shit like that, because where it really comes down to, if you really read, Sonic Archie comics comes to characters like Bunny, Lily, did she blow herself up? That's what matters when it comes to canon, when it comes to Archie's comics. That being said, Lily, Sonic is so complex and also so ghetto. Wait to the point where I have to state for this video, the Archie comics are so cool when you read them, Lily, they're only so limited online. This is why they're official. This is also why you can buy them. The reason why they're so fucked up, the reason why the Archie comics are so fucked up, their franchise, because they have extra characters like somebody the polar bear. Literally, kinda made Breezy was ever canon. I think she even is in the original cartoon. favorite right now is Julie Sue. Julie Sue literally is a sidekick of Knuckles. It's down to Knuckles then Jason Species, which is actually Sonic comic, recently brought around 2018 all the way to the early 2020s. Well, like I said, Shadow the Hedgehog and things like that aren't canon, as they have things like Mecha Shadow. And Sonic is very similar to DBZ, but it's not nearly as intense as the anime. Later on, we go into things like Hyper Sonic that can beat fast, like Soul the whole universe. That really isn't. And we have gay-ass games like Sonic and the Black Knight. The Sonic Adventures is the overall feel of Sonic. The final section of this video is Sonic Heroes. Sonic Unleashes bullshit. Everything that comes out, Paramount Studios is bullshit. It's a Sonic 1, 2, and 3 movie. The Sonic Heroes do his job. Yes, hell as well they did his job. Because they established other characters. Decent gameplay, because the meaning of the video is that Sonic has mature elements that are for adults, but it's still aimed for children, and unlike Dragon Ball Z, it doesn't leave you hanging when it comes to certain aspects. When it comes to characters you like Big and Cream, there are extra characters that are added to the continuity that are part of the beginning of Sonic, so they're kind of real, so they're kind of partially canon. For all Sonic is wacky, Sonic is thug, Sonic is hypey. I want you to understand that Sonic is a good franchise, and God, please God, don't download Sonic Unleashed, because it's stupid as fuck. Anyway, this is Eris, and this is what I know about Sonic continuity so far.